Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So it is finally arrived. It's week 52.
Woo!
I know, can you tell I'm joined in my studio by Ian, who's busy tapping away on his computer doing something or other. Steampunky, no doubt.
It is.
There you go. So it's week 52, the last week of the year for the mission inspiration for 2024. There we go. So this is number 52. So your art journal prompt for this week, appropriately, is endings. So let me read the prompt to you. It says, embrace the closure of chapters. In the final strokes, find the opportunity of renewal. Like autumn leaves, release what no longer serves. Each ending is a prelude to new beginnings. Navigate with grace, for in closure, discover the seeds of transformative rebirth. Fabulous stuff. I've got my big thick art journal here, so this is going to be the last one that goes back into this end signature here, so that will complete it. I will do a flick through, just not this week. So probably I will do a flick through in the new year, but it won't be on the normal mission inspiration day. If you're watching this in January, or if you're watching it in before the first Saturday in January, don't be too surprised if there is no mission inspiration, because we may move it, because I need to create space in my creativity calendar, if you like, to be able to create new and different stuff, more of a different variety of stuff, rather than just mostly art journal page, which is what it's been this year. That was for week 37, because this is the way that it fits into the journal. Week 52 goes in the back of week 37. So I've got the prompt already stuck down. So I've got my piece of craft card that I'm going to use as my frame piece, which goes on there like so. And then this is going to be the piece that I'm going to work on, that will get stuck down into the art journal. They all kind of follow the similar format this year. So if I just pull a couple out at random, you'll see that most of them have got little frames all the way around them. Like I did say, I wasn't going to do a flip through. This isn't a proper one. Just a mini flip through, if you like. So most of them have a little border or a frame all the way around. So that's kind of been the theme and the style for the mission inspiration for me this year. You may have done yours different. Other varieties are available and other formats are available. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take away all that gubbins there, put it somewhere safe, and I've just got this white sheet that I'm going to be working on. Yeah, I may have to stop for coffee, but hey ho. So what I'm going to do, what I haven't done much this year at all, is actually done some typography art journal pages. So that's what I'm going to do today. So what I want to do is grab my, if I can remember what I did with it. Oh, we've had a tidy up, haven't we? So of course we've had a tidy up, which means I can't find anything. I know it's here somewhere. My wobbly line generator. That's my Disillusions one. Where's mine? Oh no, we may have to use the Diane Reevely one. Whoops.
Did you take yours with you to class?
I didn't, no. Talk about being prepared. I had it somewhere very recent. Oh, hang on. No, I know exactly where it is.
Oh, it's on the window ledge.
It's on the window ledge. Right, so normally the wobbly line generators are cut out of clear acrylic. I ran out of clear acrylic and I broke mine because I was stupid. I sat on it. So the only acrylic that I had that I could use was this lovely coloured acrylic here. It's shiny on one side and matte on the other. But I'm going to use this. So this is just my demo model. So I'm going to create a little bit of a wobbly line there. Like so. These are going to be my guides, and then I'm going to do one through there like so. That didn't go all the way through, did it? My pencil's not sharp. Should have sharpened my pencil as well. Right, I just need to see where that was. Dear me. Just talk amongst yourselves a minute while Mike gets
Shall I sing?
No. Because while I get my act together. No, nobody needs to be subjected to that, Ian.
Okay.
Right, that pencil's not sharp enough. I knew I had another one here somewhere. Right, and as if by magic, I've got one that's sharp. Right, so let me just hold that down again. And just see where I was. Excuse the head. Right. Now, that can go all the way through. There we go. So that's... So we need another line. Just kind of like under. This is why they're better if they're clear, because you can see where you're going without any problems. So for this particular art journal page, lovely. I will be able to get rid of these and remove these pencil lines later. Right, let's put those somewhere safe there. In fact, I'm going to use that anyway. So I'm going to just sketch in some writing. So I'm going to start with some letters. Alright, we'll be able to tidy them up later. Finalise how we want them to look when we come to colour them in. So, and this is again another one of those joys of doing your own kind of thing, is nobody says
That's wrong.
Exactly. See, that's been my mantra forever. Even Ian knows it.
Generally, people worry too much what other people think.
Yes. I had a very similar conversation with a lady at the Mixed Media Mayhem Day.
Yes, you did.
Who was frightened of getting things wrong. I wouldn't say actually frightened is the wrong word.
Wary.
Yeah, she's one of these ladies who wants to do the right technique, do it the right way and all this kind of stuff. And, and art journaling is a bit too much like losing control for some people. And I think that's what people are frightened of, is when the constraints are taken away from you, when people say, well, no, that's not wrong, or that, there is no wrong. It's like, well, hang on a minute, if there's no rules, how do I know?
Like gloves are off, isn't it?
Well, yeah, how do I know?
I've done it right.
Yeah, exactly. How do I know I've done it right if there is no right? And it doesn't compute for a lot of people.
No.
So, yeah, it's a weird one. S's are always difficult when you're doing 3D letters, because you've got to go short on one side and long on the other.
you've got your tongue out, haven't you, while you're doing this?
No.
Are you sure?
Positive. I wouldn't be able to talk if I had my tongue out. I lied. I did have my tongue out.
Everybody does though when they concentrate.
The thing is as well, you've got to make sure you've allowed room for all of your letters. So sometimes you may have to just adjust slightly on the fly. See, I don't know if that's going to fit now, so I'm going to need to go and find my eraser, which I did have to hand again. The tidy up gods have been again. There it is. Let's just change what we're going to do.
I bid you all adieu.
You off.
Yes.
See you later.
Have a lovely new year, everyone. I'll see you in the new year.
Bye.
Bye.
See, now we've cut that down a little bit, I can squeeze in. I need to double check with the spelling on that now. I was right, it just didn't look right. There we go. So now we've got that, we can pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we've got 9 letters. So we know. Yeah, sometimes when you're writing a word down and your brain goes, that doesn't look right. So 9. So N is the middle. So another N. Another I. Another N. A G. And then an I. A G again. An E. Spacing. It's all about the spacing. There we go. So now we've got that, we can kind of remove those guidelines because we don't really need them anymore. Okie dokie, so now what we can do is we can bring in a nice pen. He says, well, I did have one here, again, not being very good today, am I? Hello, Mr. Bentley Booze. You popped in to say hello? He's a good fella. He's a good boy. There we go. I had 5 of these. They've all just seemed to have wandered off somewhere. I wonder where. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Actually, no, I'm not going to do that just yet. Right, let's bring in the Posca pens. Okay, so... let's bring in the Posca pens. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to randomly colour, I think. So these obviously are acrylic paint pens. I've not gessoed. So and I don't mind if these letters are a bit wobbly wonky. I don't want them to look like they've been printed or anything like that. If you're not familiar with these acrylic paint pens, when I'm panting the nib, it's loading more paint and ink just into the nib. And you can feel as it kind of starts to drain away, or you get the feel of it. You will get the feel of it. So that was a lovely colour. So that was coral pink. Now let's have some of these are brand new. I got these for Christmas. So I will have to load them up. Especially if you keep the lid on. Don't want to splash yourself with paint. There we go. And it's always best to keep these pens laid flat. And as you're playing around, colouring in, you can go a little bit off-piste if you want to, by increasing the size, the height, the width, whatever you've got room for. Almost like art jazz. Art jazz. Now there's a fabulous little concept. Why have I got the word extemporise in my head? I don't know. Is that anything to do with jazz? Or am I just making that up? Improvise. Haha. You can feel when the paint needs to be replenished on the nib. It's all just down to, I suppose, use. When you get used to using them. I mean, the pencil marks are really just there for kind of to help you with the placement. The rest is just really about having a play. Sunshine yellow. Love it. Oh, that sounds like doggy number 2. Is that Mr. Nipper? Hello, sweetie pie. It is. Surely it's not time for WALKs. Sometimes when I'm sat in my art room and I'm talking to myself, that they come in to see who I'm talking to. And I go, oh, he's doing it again. And then he'll walk out again. Now he's just sat behind me. Looking all cute. I know. Hello. Now he's just put his chin on my knee. Hello, sweetheart. You want a cuddle? Is that what it is? Is that what you've come for? You've come for a cuddle. Oh, that's beautiful. Excuse me a moment. Hello, beautiful boy. Hello, darling. Hello. Hello. Yes, I know. I love you too. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Eh? Eh? Oh, neck nuggles. Yes, yes. My beautiful boy. Do you need a wee wee? Do you need a wee wee? Is that what you're telling me? Oh, right, he does. Okay, I'll be back in a second. All right, I'm back. So, yes, Mr. Nips definitely needed a wee wee. Right, I'm out of breath running up the stairs now. Let's carry on. I'm thinking orange, apricot or light orange. Let's see. I haven't used light orange before. Have we used apricot before? Yes, we have. Let's go with apricot then. Only because it doesn't take quite as long to load the nib up. My new favourite thing, these Posca pens. Very versatile. Of course, other brands are available. You don't just have to have the expensive Poscas. There are plenty of inexpensive light blue. Plenty of other inexpensive brands out there. There we go. That's the Spirit. And I'm not worried about the remaining pencil marks because, again, we can go around and remove those. Once we've got this bit dry enough, so I'll just help that along. Right, got that dried up a bit. Just had to break off because the boys wanted to go for a WALK. And it's as foggy as I don't know what out there today. So Ian says he's not going to take them far. But I've got just put all the dinners out and all that kind of stuff. So the life of a doggy daddy, eh? Right, so there we go. So now I can bring in my pen and we can start to consolidate the outside lines. And we can do this in the manner that just takes your fancy. So if you wanted to do wiggly lines, squiggly lines, chunky lines, or thin lines, double lines, triple lines, or whatever, shadows, whichever way you want. So this is why I wasn't too bothered about getting perfect lines, because I knew that I'd end up going over the edges and just finishing off like so. So I will put some music on and I'll just speed through till I've done all the rest of the letters. Okay, so it's all cleaned up. I've gone over with the eraser as well, so now we've got our little border with a little bit of decoration on the main part. So now what I just want to do is just create some little additional bits of decoration just around the page, just in different colour variations or colourways. Almost like little fireworks. Because of course we're coming up to the next big beginning, which is the beginning of a brand new year and the end of an old one. So just adding a few little decorations in here and there. What we call doodle dots. Different colours. Just in sets of 3. Here and there. Just helps bring everything together. There we go. Just a little bit of extra decoration just helps that along enormously. Right, let's bring back in our main card again. So let's flip that over, grab some glue. Should be enough. give us just a little bit of wiggle room just to get that centered before it grabs. And then some more glue. So the main page right at the very end is its own message, its own quote, because there's nothing saying you can't use typography for your art journal page, for the main focal part of your art journal page, nothing at all. So there you go. That's my art journal page for week 52, the final one for 2024. So next year we're back to monthly art journal page creations on monthly prompts. So I hope you've enjoyed watching me create this. If you have, please remember to give the video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel already, you can do so by clicking the button at the end of the video. But don't forget, if you want to join us over in the Mission Inspiration Facebook group, that is the URL on screen there. There will be a clickable link below the video too. That's all from me for now. I'll see you all again very, very soon. Bye for now. I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels, because without you, these videos would not be possible. And don't forget, you can access your exclusive angel-only content over on my website. There's a link in the description area below. Thank you.